gather your sword and board and get ready for adventure, because it's time for Pain. Campaign. 3, 2, 1. Let's roll.
We welcome you back to our unmitigated disaster of a D&D campaign with friends. We ask the question of what happens when we combine a coming-of-age summer camp with D&D and the Dice of Fate. Well, we're going to find that out here. Let's get started. From the murky bottom of Time Before Time, following a rare mushroom instead of stone, we have Mike playing Guldor Firebeard, the honest-to-goodness Dwarven Druid, who's old enough for a beard and knows how to use the shillelagh.
That's me. Hi, everybody.
When this warforged lays his hands upon thee, you better hope for some divine intervention, because wood and metal still has pain and emotion, especially when there's a little seagull flying by. Mike Levine is TR-33, the warforged paladin.
What's up, everybody?
When tracking is needed across a path that seems lost, or an arrow needs to find its target that seems too far away, we look no further than Bridget playing Bellith, our tiefling ranger, who hates plans, loves adventure, and who would rather pull out her bow than engage in pointless conversation.
Hi.
Hi. And I'm Michael Height, off-key and ready to rock as always. I play Seven the Bard. But it's not about me. I'm going to pass it off. Liam, take us away.
As the skull cracks and never shed a tear.
One singular.
I will say, you can either make me
I catch it and put it back into your roots.
nature or investigation check.
It doesn't matter. They both equally suck. All right. Either way, I get a 3. That's not very good.
Yeah.
Right.
You've noticed, like, as you're like trying to like almost like examine spring, it's just like green, yellow, and pink mush.
Ew.
Okay. Anyone else? You want to do anything in regards to this boy's body, or are you moving on?
I think I want to cast Prestidigitation on Guldor to clean him up.
Sure.
I want to swing down from the tree and like not touch this boar, but like look at it.
How are you looking at
What would
it?
that be? Like a nature
Like I want to
check?
figure out like what is this like?
Make me a perception check.
Hold on, before anybody does anything, I think I should use my little magical hand to go over there and kind of mess around in it.
What do you... okay. It just seems like your hand's going to get dirty.
My magical hand.
19.
On a 19 perception, you notice that where probably it's like nasal cavity was, were some like you can't quite tell at this point because it's been kind of crushed, but like it could have been like maybe some like a spore or a fungus type of thing that was living in the spore.
I go, mushroom boy.
Yeah, you're gonna...
This is
I know.
something that you may want to look at.
With that, I will allow Guldor to make one more check with advantage this time.
And you also have the Bardic Inspiration in case you want to
That's right.
take samples of God knows what.
Would you say it was a strange fungus?
Is it a weapon?
This time
It was strange to us.
Oh, a 19 plus 1 is 20.
Absolutely.
Oh, fungi strange.
This feels...
No, I have a sample of a strange fungus.
Oh yeah, in the bottle,
that came
right?
from the island.
Oh, so you're curious if it matches Rotten Death Boar?
Yeah.
From your examinations of this, you would say like this is some sort of like cousin to the fungus that you collected.
And he said master too.
The properties,
Yes.
the properties are certainly different, but they're meant to have nefarious effects on things. I'll say with what was you made a nature roll and you got a
Yes, I got a 19 plus 1, 20.
with a 19, and based on
happened to
the
be put the
especially
scores
being
near
up
each other?
close to it, you can tell that this one not only obviously because it was you now can fully confirm after chilling touch that it was an undead creature, but you're able to ascertain that this yellow green fungus spore-like thing was able to enhance like its constitution. That's why it was able to come back and make one last swipe before being fully decimated.
Can I take a sample of this fungus here? Is there any spores left?
You absolutely may try to make a careful sample. You don't have any tools, correct? But you might have some vials, but like you don't have any specific tools.
I have an herbalism kit.
That is for
Not for making, for like making stuff.
yeah. So not for but it's required to create anti potion healing.
I have a small knife if that helps you out.
No, I will say this is the type of kit that would be able to help you. Are you proficient with it by any chance?
With the herbalism kit?
Yeah, let's go to your features and traits, or rather on your front page here. You are proficient with it.
Yes.
Feels like it should be, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's under proficiency. Yes.
So make me a D20 roll for this collection with advantage.
Okay.
Sort of makes your plate collection
first one's
seem
an 11.
not so odd anymore.
And
Not so strange.
And you could add your proficiency, which is 2, so 18 becomes 20.
becomes 20.
You are successfully able to collect this sample.
Make sure you label them.
Don't mix them up.
So with
Weird boar fungus.
with that
That tree
segue,
tried
this
to
was a
talk
good
to.
segue. So, Guldor used a tool. We are going to, in this campaign, be using a optional roll from Xanathars to use tool proficiencies. So if you are already proficient in that tool, you get certain advantages to checks related to that kit or to that tool. However, I will say if you don't either have tools or are proficient in any tools, there will be opportunities at camp where you can perhaps gain some more knowledge of how to use certain tools.
Interesting. And does Jack of all trades give me a proficiency bonus to tools I don't know how to use?
Let's take a look. Where is it under your features and traits?
Yeah, it's Jack of all trades. You can add half your proficiency bonus rounded down to any ability check that you make that doesn't already include it.
Correct. So if you aren't proficient in something, like for example, you're not proficient in intimidation, you would be able to add, instead of +4, +5.
Oh,
I
interesting.
don't know if that's already included in your modifiers though. I would think it is.
It should
It
be.
looks like it is included already.
Oh, so if
you
it
don't have to think
says-
about that.
Oh, so on the left-hand side, like if it says half proficiency next to like
That means you're
is
just
that
not
what you mean?
proficient in it. Yeah.
So then you would get the bonus to it.
It's already added. Correct. For
Oh, it's
you.
already added.
Yes. I'll say if you're making a tool check right now, you're only proficient in your musical instruments.
Yeah.
You would
+1.
already get that through performance. It looks
Okay.
like so. We'll say if you get a newer tool, that any other tool that you're not proficient in, you get +1.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
Like digging for death spores.
Yes. Amazing. So you collect your spores, you make your insights, and you finally are approaching Camp Shimmer Lake.
Finally.
This is the moment, guys.
Sit.
Closed.
Turn back.
So you approach Camp Shimmer Lake, which is encircled by very wide, sturdy wooden palisade that like is the type that allows like for like very like swift communication between messengers that can run atop like its broad like walkway. You can still see like scouts like are on top and looking out. Right now the gates are open, and you see kind of like a line of people just through the gates. So I assume we all enter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So some of the first, as you also see this line of people, some of the sights that do strike you is that you can see further to the north, even though it's far away, it's a very large building, very intricately woven wooden building that looks like it was, the only way to get this shape out of wood would have been through magic. And then you can also see in the far northwest Lake Shimmer, and you see a variety of cabins to the east, and across all the other camps. It's a pretty mildly wooded area. So you can see a host of other buildings, but you can't quite make them out just from where you are yet. Right now, you see a halfling at a table that's like questioning groups of people as they're coming in. We'll get to that in a moment. And then to the halfling's right, to your left, you see like a middle-aged man with gray hair and a beard wearing some wizard's robes with like arcane symbols on them. And then you hear the halfling say, "Next, please." And you see a group of wannabe heroes approach him. Let's see here.
Oh, I aspire to be a wannabe
Your
hero.
bits of experience. It says you saved a cat from a tree. I'm sorry, but you're quite not cut out for it. Please return home. Next. And so the line is continuing. You're getting closer to your chance. As you, everyone, make me a perception check as this line is moving.
Well, guys, we save more than cats from trees, thank God.
10.
Nat 20.
Wow. What is happening?
Well, I have negative
18.
1. I have -1 to perception though, so 19.
22.
No, it's still 20. Nat 20 is nat 20.
20 is always 20.
We're gonna homebrew the nat 20s and now.
18. Wow, you are on fire
and I'm sorry,
tonight, baby.
22.
Okay.
18.
Not nat, I'm assuming.
No.
Okay.
18.
Tree.
Oh my God.
On your nat 20, the halfling that's checking people in is clearly not the adventurer type. This is not a person who's like going to be teaching you things. The wizard, on the other hand, looks eminently powerful, graceful, a little bored, if anything, but he's waving his wand up and down the campers that are accepted, and he's like scanning them. Okay, nothing dangerous. Next. And you see that he's scanning them for magical dangers and other
We're in trouble.
bootlegged things that could be brought into camp. Yeah.
Okay, so
Do you want to share that with the group or no?
Ooh, yes. I will definitely share that with
Yeah.
the group because I seem to be making the wrong choices on this adventure.
Does that mean like magical dangers is in like anything magical or
Something that would be like,
is like
something that
Spores.
A has to be magical in nature, and
have a lot of things magical.
B could be considered a danger to the camp.
Okay, so here's
So
a
like if you
question.
have like a magical weapon, that's not gonna be like that's like your
Okay.
weapon. But like
Our
if you
amulet
have
and our
like a
ring.
magical bomb or something like that,
okay,
you know?
okay. Like airport security, but
yeah.
for the camp.
Yeah.
Oh, but like if you brought in like, death-like spores of
Or
deathitude.
a bag of holding that if destroyed can send you
I
to a
was
different
just thinking
plane.
about that.
You would know like a bag of holding would be fine.
It's fine.
Wait, so
okay.
would a wizard be able to tell what's inside of a bag of holding?
Probably not.
Huh. You want to sneak anything through security?
I mean, like I don't think we have anything like
I mean, we just have our magical
sneak, right?
rings and amulets, but they're not
which is
really
not
that
dangerous.
dangerous.
Would our friend with the spores have a
Guldor,
problem?
make me an investigation check.
Guldor's got like master spore.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't
and-
know what he has.
Guldor is a secret entity.
With advantage given the situation.
More
you just came
importantly, does Guldor know what he has?
Oh God, I did worse. a 9. A 9.
No, that's still fine. That was a low DC. So you realize that in order for that spore to have done what it did, it would have needed magical meddling.
Oh, there's some evil meddling in there. Evil magic.
Want to put your weird mushrooms in my bag or what's up?
Good bag of mushroom holding.
Maybe we'll put them in the bag just in case.
I'll give them back. Trust me, I don't want them. So,
Put them in the bag of holding.
okay.
Oh my goodness.
Feels like we're going to a fish concert.
Sneaking.
So while there's only like a group or two ahead of you, you see 3 goblins walk into camp.
Oh no.
One of them is a hobgoblin of like small stature. One of them was like a regular goblin.
Don't do it.
With like daggers at his side. And then the last is a bugbear, which is like a large, like almost like hairy orcish type of thing, even though it's a goblin. They're all goblinoids. And the halfling pauses. Yes. And he says to the group in front of him, please wait one moment. Master Zargoth, yes, we were expecting you. You can please make your way around to the side. You see that this group is like all bloodied up. And Guldor and Bellith, with your passive perceptions, you hear mentions of a boar.
Oh, so this is the master talking.
Oh, nice. If you speak Orcish, would you be able to understand? I'm sorry,
they're
Goblin.
goblins.
I'm sorry if you speak Goblin, I understand them.
I do.
I do too.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
do
will
too?
say they were saying this in common.
Okay.
Again, they're the ones that were looking roughed up.
I'm just letting you know this could be the master.
The wizard takes his wand and is like, please hold on one moment. I still have to. Yes, we know that you are accepted, but you have to scan you regardless. And he scans goblins and he says, you're good. Go ahead.
Perception check on the wizard, please.
What are you trying to percept?
I just want to know if he seemed off or if that seemed truthful. That
That'd be
moment.
an insight check. Please make me an
Sorry.
insight check.
So 17 plus. I said 20. Not net.
Again, yeah, the
So if anything seemed fishy.
No, he's like, you just tell that he's kind of like mildly bored by the events that are going on. Nothing fishy. He's his body language seems to indicate that he's just accepting the situation, being truthful. Nothing fishy.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Master.
What was his name? What did they call him?
Zargoth?
Master what?
Zargoth.
Wait a second. Goblins go back to the beginning. Why would this guy want to?
And that was a hobgoblin who was wearing robes,
Why
by
would
the
this
way.
guy want to send a boar to come kill us? Because it said the boar said
Well, you
master
said
wants you dead.
specifically you.
Oh.
True.
Oh, so you come from a long line of problems.
True. I'm sorry, guys. I'm the problem.
Maybe there's something. Maybe we got to look into your past.
I'm just saying.
That's okay, man.
There's something here. There's pieces to a puzzle. I'm putting the pieces together.
Well, they're going into camp, right?
They're going, yeah, they skipped the line.
Ooh. I'm waiting for Bridget to throw a ring in that guy.
No, I was gonna say, like, if they're going into camp, we could eventually
see 'em
find
there.
them.
Yeah.
It's not like they're going anywhere.
Yeah.
So there's finally only one more group ahead of you, and the halfling goes, let's see this writ of experience. And he starts reading over the letter. I see here you defeated some bears that were chasing people in the woods. You know what? Fine. We only have space for 2 more groups. You'll be one of them. Go ahead.
Bears.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. What?
Well said.
And finally, it is your turn. Sorry, one other thing before the group goes. Now that you've been accepted, before you go and get scanned by my friend Eldrin here, let's see. You have a writ of experience only for killing bears, and he starts like doing some math on the paper. You got your cabin and training expenses and your starting items. That is going to be 3,000 gold.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh god. This is like
So,
Name of the Wind. We are in trouble.
Like you can see like the
have
group in front of you
2
like
words of
visibly like
experience,
crying and be like, I will never financially recover from this. But they give over all their gold. And the halfling goes, you realize this is only 1,000 gold between the lot of you? And they all say, yeah, fine, you'll have to work it off and pay back the camp over the course of the summer. And then they go in, and now it is your turn.
Oh, that's gonna be expensive. Hello, good sir.
So I walk up.
Oh, good.
So you're pretty much the last group online.
right.
So Eldrin's getting a head start, and he's starting to scan you as you're talking to the halfling.
Hi.
Can we maybe let Mr. Charisma do the talking?
Hello.
I don't think he's talking to you.
He's talking about me.
Hi.
No, who he's talking about.
So, in addition to the writ of us clearing out the dangers of a brewery of enlarged rats and a spider that took form of a molten large beast, we also protected a ship with harpies.
Everybody has a story. Just give me your writs.
Fair enough.
I like her. She's just
Straight to business.
straight up.
I have +4 to charisma.
Oh, you are charismatic. Can I? I'm gonna give her the writs, but can I use persuasion to try to tell about our dealings with the harpies?
Go ahead, and they're going to open the writs as you're doing.
Yeah,
it.
nothing fancy. I just want to let them know about things that weren't listed on the writ.
What about the genie that we fought?
Go ahead, make
the
a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, hit the keyword. Sorry again. 17.
Listen, I'm gonna stop you there. The board of trustees do not care about what is not on your official writs.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You got it.
So let's see here. You killed a giant spider, some giant rats. Ooh, for a Lord Crombie. Very nice. Which one?
The senior.
Oh, great. They're twins, but fine.
Oh, yeah.
And then he looks at the. Oh, you helped liaison Applewater with the haunted ship. It appears very nice. You have 2 admirable writs of experience here. So let's see. You'll be getting a cabin from us. The cabin. It starts off very tight quarters. You're all going to be great friends by the end of the summer. I just know it. However, the great thing about our package is that included in our fees, upon your full graduation to hero, if you will, we can teleport the cabin to a place of your choosing. And you can choose to upgrade your cabin over time if you have the coin.
What's that last part?
The coin, the fine print.
Additionally, we also have your starting equipment here for you that we give to all groups because training can be quite perilous. I'm afraid to say. So he hands you 8 healing potions.
Oh.
Okay.
And 4 scrolls of Revivify.
We sell those back. Wow.
Okay.
4 scrolls of
We
Revivify.
insist that all campers have these on them at all times, just in case so we are not liable for your deaths, at least the first time.
That's funny.
That's inspiring.
You'll meet your personal camp counselors tomorrow for your group. And then, of course, we expect that outside of training hours, or if you're doing particularly well and you have less training than the others, you can take on quests in and outside of camp to earn extra experience, earn extra coin, and if you need to end up paying us back, you can do it that way as well. So let's tally everything up here. Your 4 scrolls, your 8 potions, you have 2
I don't think it'll cost more than 3 gold, right?
All right. After that, it's going to be 1,500 gold. He finally comes over to 7. 7, you did not say you put the planar astrolabe into the bag of so that means it's still in your equipment. Oh my, what do we have here?
Well,
Would you mind taking this out for me, young sir?
sure. I have this very sure, take a look at this fine object. No, I don't think it's a problem. I think it's a bartering problem, not for us.
Do you know what this is?
No. I don't know the full strength and potential of this item.
Well, how about this? I will take it off your hands for a while. You let me study it, and I will give you an extra 200 gold towards your experience here.
That's it?
That's it?
That's what it's worth.
Why would you say it's worth 200?
You can all make me an insight check if you want.
Were you hoping for a larger number, or do you think this thing's worth
it's
much
worth
more than
more than
we're really
that.
getting? I feel like this is almost like a used car salesman situation. You know, like this
got
thing's probably
9.
worth.
19.
Mine's trash. I got. Was it insight you said? 8.
He looks at all of you and he's kind of like shrugging off, and then he looks at Bellith, who's like staring daggers at him. And even though this is an accomplished wizard, He's like, fine, 500 gold. Let me study it for the summer. If anything's wrong with it, I will make sure it's in working condition. I am genuinely curious about this.
Regardless of the price, I would like it in writing that it goes back to me, or it's at my discretion if I would like it back.
He summons a contract.
You're 16. You can't sign anything.
I can make myself look 18. Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We're not going to need it for the summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to get it back
It's
to you.
gonna be dangerous, probably.
Before my hands feel a little cramped. What is your impression? What do you think this is?
This is a planar astrolabe.
And just in general, its purpose.
Well, you don't have to be too concerned with that. But if you know what an astrolabe is, and you know what a plane is, what do you think it does?
So.
I
have so much to learn at this camp from here.
David, are you really sure you want to accept these?
So you're
campers?
Yes. You know what? Fantastic.
no.
I was just checking with you. So you're so as we can kind of direct
Do you
their
want the
knowledge.
500 gold?
Yes.
I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna say sure. Sign it. Make sure it comes back to me, and you have it for the
Then
summer.
Your total debts to us will be 1,000 gold, all said and done, to be paid by full by end of summer.
It's like what, like 20 plates?
By the end of the summer.
Oh yes, quite.
And there's
What
opportunities
happens- what
to
happens
work
if
at the
we
camp to
don't?
pay
Yes,
back.
if there's anything that needs to be done around the camp, or if you use your free time to do other experiential things as heroes will want to do.
Interesting. All
What
right.
happens if we don't have the money by end of summer?
We'll get to that when we cross that bridge.
That seems safe. Quick question though. Since we're just as we're wrapping this up.
Is it total?
Let's just say you'll be back for another summer.
Or each?
Total.
Oh, okay.
That's better. Do you, by chance, with my family name,
Yeah, mine too.
have you seen what happened with that too? I have a Val, my brother.
Oh, your brother Val. Perhaps you better talk to the director about that. Bramblefoot.
Bramblefoot. Okay.
Fizzlewick Bramblefoot.
Fizzlewick. Bramblefoot. Apparently just repeat words.
The wizard has like a forlorn look on his face as like he hears Val's name. And the halfling looks at you. And your family name?
I forget my last name. Hold
Thornton.
Thornton.
Oh,
My God, to say her last name.
Thornton. Eldrin, do you mind casting sending to see if they'll pay for Miss Bellith here? And he goes, sure. And he does a sending spell. He gets a reply.
Absolutely not.
Now it says 2,000.
Your father basically said in so many words that if you attend this camp, he will make your life very difficult, and then you are fully cut off.
Yeah, that checks out.
Saying?
So I think your father will not be paying for you. Okay.
Bellith, you're staying?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like we're about to be in debt. Let's do this.
All right. Welcome to Camp Camp Shimmer Lake. Please head over to the Coliseum for your opening ceremony.
Thank you.
Thanks, lady.
Bye, Astrolabe.
So Eldrin and the halfling send you through, whose name was, as I said before, David. Anyway, so you pass through like some campgrounds, some trees. You pass a couple like nondescript like cabins, things like that, and you arrive at like this mid-sized like coliseum. Like this is gonna be able to hold like actually I guess you would describe it as more small. Like this can hold like 1,000 people. So compared to like a normal sized coliseum of your expectations. So you see a bunch of teens around your age of all types of races sitting in the stands, and you see a collection of what appear to be instructors in the middle, and once you're all seated among the loud teenage crowd, you see a small gnomish druid woman who appears to be older in age, which is quite significant given that like elves and the like gnomes can live a decent amount of time. She starts floating up in the air. Attention. Greetings and salutations, young aspirants. I'm Fizzlewick Bramblefoot, the guardian and director of Camp Shimmerlake. Welcome to a summer of enchantment and adventure within these hallowed grounds. For a millennium, this camp has been the crucible for forging the realm's most legendary heroes. And now, you stand on the threshold of joining that illustrious lineage. This year heralds a pivotal shift, however. This year calls for heroes, and we need to open our gates wider than we've ever opened them before. As you can see, that there are at least 100 of you in the crowd. Normally, we host 50 at the most, and among you, we hope to sculpt you by our esteemed circle of master instructors, as you see before me, like the venerable Master Eldrin, the sage of arcane arts, whose knowledge of magic is as vast as the skies. Tomorrow, your journey of transformation begins under the watchful eyes of your dedicated camp counselors. Yet, let us not hasten too swiftly towards tomorrow's challenges. Today, we immerse ourselves in the joy of discovery and camaraderie. A grand scavenger hunt awaits to unveil the wonders of Camp Shimmerlake to you. Please seek out a counselor or instructor in the middle here to commence your quest. Each scavenger list has been adjusted based on prior camp experiences, knowledge, and to make sure not all groups head to the same location all at once, because that would be insane. May the swiftest and sharpest among you claim the prize of victory. Best of luck, and she disappears.
Oh, I
Whoa.
love her.
With that, so you will get a paper copy version of this later because you'll need it.
Okay.
But here it is. I'll send it over to your magic devices.
Perfect. Well, that's amazing. This works out really well because we have magic devices.
All right. So who would likely be holding the piece of paper and reading this out loud?
I'll do it.
I'll hold it.
It's like
You don't have pockets. That's the only reason.
if you had pockets.
But it's
That
a
you
part of
hold
me. It's paper.
Can I use mend?
Right.
Can I use prestidigitation or mending to make
Take like
pockets
a
for
pin
for
and
tree?
stick it to you.
Break off a branch.
So
You can post it.
you can make like a small like bag, like a little dice
Yeah.
bag, but you wouldn't be able to sew a pocket on, I think.
Like for tree, I
I
can
can
make
double
like
check that for the future, but I think you'd be able to make a little bag, but not like attach something to his clothing.
Okay, maybe we'll work on making like
Also,
a
I'm pretty
leaf.
sure he's wearing armor, so.
Oh, that's a good point. All right.
Also, his skin is made of bark.
So for now, why don't we just have?
Also, he's
we'll
a
have-
tree.
If you want to carve one into him, you can.
Stay still.
Got family vows living on there.
Now we're carving things. I don't know about that, guys.
All right, why don't we give it to Bridget? Let's go to Bellith.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I mean,
I can be narrator.
I can read it if you want, but it might take me three times to get through
I'll
it.
read it. I'll read it. As long as I don't have to read all the numbers. I'm
No,
fine.
no, you can just like.
Imagine you just read all the numbers to us.
like 1, 3.
Yeah.
It's okay. So it says, in Shimmerlake's bounds you embark on a quest where the past leaves its mark. Found the founder's codex, then read. With a cipher, take heed. In the library, your journey will start. Assemble the pieces you gain from the puzzles you solve, not in vain. Each part is a clue to what next you must do to be known as true campers ordained. And then there's a bunch of numbers.
All right. So with that, the starting point for your scavenger hunt is going to be the camp library. You actually had this briefly described to you last session. There was a larger building than most that you passed that was like marble, had some columns, and was like very intentionally and like well designed and built. And that's going to be about southwest of the Coliseum where you are now. So you see all the bunch of campers, reading their pieces of paper, and they're scattering out of the Coliseum. Are we heading just directly to the library, or anything else you want to discuss? Do whatever.
What do you guys think? Should we jump in on this?
I think we probably should go to the library.
Is there anything in our cabin that we got that we might want or need or?
Not that you've been informed.
Cool. To the library.
All right.
Tree.
I'm trying to figure out these numbers.
Tell you what. Why don't we start making our way to the library? And if you see any numbers along the way, you shout those out.
All right.
We might need something in the library to get started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or do we?
Dewey Decimal. I tell you, he's pretty smart.
I want to see Tree brute force this puzzle.
Hit everything.
I'm impressed.
This could be a trap.
All right. So, you get to the library. You enter under the overhang and go through the front door. And when you enter, you immediately notice that it is indeed bigger on the inside.
You're admiring my drink of holding, aren't you?
Drink of holding.
You need a sticker for that, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make one.
Yes, please.
But meme, is it fuzzy wuzzy timey wimey?
It is. It is. Especially so. Yes. You enter this vast library, clearly like a mystical archive with high vaulted ceilings and rows upon rows upon rows of different books, scrolls, artifacts, maps. There's murals on the wall, enchanted lamps cast like a dim glow upon the library, and it's very. And while as large and as much as there's in there, it's very eclectic. It is not like super well organized. It's very cramped. I would say, if we have problems like with dexterity, we might have trouble navigating through here without knocking anything over, type of thing.
Wait, why is everybody looking
You're
at
so
me?
busy looking at your computer, you're missing all the
Yeah.
meaningful glances that you're getting from around the table.
All the blatant glances.
And the other thing,
If someone has a low dexterity,
Someone. Wonder who.
I was actually checking my dexterity.
Like, -1. Got it.
so the other thing, so after you kind of like,
+2 jokes on you.
Oh, wow.
so your eyes are usually drawn to like the size and eclecticness of this library, but then your eyes come down to the floor, and the floor is just as much of a mess as the rest of the library is. But you notice in a sitting cross-legged on the ground, tail in the air, with like kind of like a circle array of like a bunch of different like tomes and scrolls and things like that surrounding them, is a blue scaled dragonborn in some robes.
Dragonborn. That's cool.
Sick. She's just sitting on the floor, or he. Or
Yes. So as of right now, because you don't know yet, it is sitting on the floor and it's examining. It's flipping through a book.
So I say, guys,
Whoa.
look, check it out. It's a dragonborn. It's kind of cool. Look, you want to go say hi?
It looks up at you.
Oh, I knew it. It hurt him.
Yeah, like, obviously, it's a library.
Hey, dragon buddy.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
How you doing?
This is a library.
Yeah.
Please.
God.
Have some respect.
Hey,
Are you a real dragon?
what you reading?
I'm reading a book about magical soups.
Soups?
Please. Please, this requires my utmost focus. I need you to be completely silent.
Tree, that's your job, to stand still and not move this entire time.
She said soups. That can't be real.
As you're doing this, he tosses the book to the side outside of like his immediate circle, and then all of a sudden, a small like clockwork mechanical griffin comes by, gets the book, and goes off into the library.
Oh, that's cool. So you're saying is, Mike, can you talk to that animal?
He picks up a new scroll. He
Wait,
looks
was
through it.
that a cipher? No, was that the codex that just flew away?
No, it was a book on soups. Were you not listening?
You're telling me that the Founder's Codex is not a book on soup?
He puts the scroll. He tosses the scroll to the side, and then a mechanical, like foot tall dragon, mechanical little clockwork thing comes, grabs it, and goes off into the opposite direction. He grabs the next thing, but as he's grabbing the next thing with one hand, with his other hand, the Dragonborn starts casting a spell. And he's, as he casts it, you feel like kind of like the air ripple in front of you. Much better. And he goes into a new book.
Soup?
He looks through it a little bit, leaves through it. As you try to say the word soup, you don't hear anything come out of your mouth.
This cast silence.
And don't think you can try to dispel. There are plenty of wards in this place that will prevent you from dispelling that.
Can I go near him? Or like, is there that circle that
No, there's no like
Okay.
magical barrier. It's just kind of like his like
can
mess.
I show him the letter and point to the words Founder's Codex?
That's a good idea.
So he goes, it's the beginning of the term again.
I just shake my head.
Yes.
Hard.
Well, I'm not really supposed to help you out, but you can figure it out. And he tosses one last book away, and as he tosses the book, instead of a dragon, instead of a griffin, a centaur picks it up and runs off in yet a different direction.
Is he wearing a red scarf by any chance? Like the lion of the ward.
So
She solved it.
The centaur at clockwork being stops, looks at you, and goes, "It was a satyr, not a centaur."
My bad. I only saw the movie once.
Tell you what,
That's racist.
My bad. I'm gonna kick that account.
And then it scoots off.
got 99 problems with the centaur ain't one. Do we take note of the directions in which all those animals or things moves?
Yeah. So the griffin that you first found went to the left. The dragon went to the right, and the centaur went to the middle.
Sounds like a joke. A griffin, a dragon, a centaur walk into a room.
Yes. Walk into a library.
The griffin says,
I say we split up.
oh, that's always a good thing to do.
If we split up, someone has to go with him. It's not gonna
Also,
be me.
none of this conversation is happening.
Yes, because
Yeah, because we're
it's silenced.
Can I mouth to him? Well, that's like a dexterity. Hey, can I mouth to this guy?
To the dragonborn?
Well, did he say that he was gonna help?
No, he said you can try to figure
He said
it
he
out.
figured it
Okay,
to figure
can
it
I,
out, right?
Can I say to him, if you help us, we will leave.
Make me a performance check for like your lip enunciation
You
skills.
know in those movies when like they're like, and like they do like all these hand signals,
Yeah.
goes for it? That's what I feel like.
Yeah, just mouthing and like.
that's what.
Yeah, I
you
just
gotta
feel
do,
like
the baseball signals.
I like that because my thought process is he already doesn't like us. So if we say like we'll leave and leave you alone, that might be enticing.
Well,
Yeah.
I think he just doesn't like me.
No,
Accurate.
that can't be you. Impossible. How could he want to leave you out of this? Come on. Where
Did you say
is?
leaf
I
you
did. I'm
out of
sorry.
this? Yeah, that is.
Soup, huh? Magical library soup. Who would have thought? Performance check. +7. That's a good sign, right? All right, here we go. Watch this guy needs like a DC of like 30. All right, here we go. Oh, I have this. That was loud. What is that? Oh, that sounds so great. Let's do the math. 13.
It is in my contract that I at least have to once a year put up with all the riffraff that comes through here. Today is that day. You got this. He tosses away another scroll, and the dragon picks it up and heads
goes
off.
which way? Right?
It goes right.
Okay, I kind of thought you were gonna. Can we just stick around for one more griffin that goes left? No? Okay, nice to talk to you.
He doesn't hear.
gonna
When
say,
he's looking down, he's not hearing anything you're saying right
I
now.
say we just won't go this way, won't go that way.
We should really get a message so we can talk to each other. All right.
have that.
I don't either. Okay. I'm gonna give.
So for the viewers at home, Tree is like hand mimicking things, and as he hand mimics things,
What do you knock off the wall?
make me
What
a
do you knock off
dexterity
the wall? I
saving
knew
throw.
it. I knew it. He's gonna knock something off of a wall. Good lord.
down bookshelves over here.
Make me a dexterity.
What's Harold doing right now?
Hold on, which one?
Watching it horror, probably.
I can ask Harold.
Harold, how do you feel about this?
Hold on. Which one do I roll? Because I have dice now, so.
So Guldor feels pretty good to get off that boat, huh?
20.
Oh yeah. And you're gonna be going for your dexterity saving throw. So you should see a section of that on D&D Beyond where it says like.
It looks like this.
It's a big one.
Is it the one with the 20 sides? Sorry.
Hold on.
Wait a minute, you
If
have
not
8
one
bags
of
of
those
dice?
bags have a D20, I'm gonna lose it. I just want you to know that.
That's why it was on sale. Because you get all the dice with the D20.
But the important one.
Listen, we're gonna cut this. We're gonna cut this part out of the podcast, but you could have just gone to like a reputable website and not bought 8 bags of like Party City dice.
I think
Yeah,
this is
man,
it.
Okay, all right.
We get 1 D20 out of 8 bags.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Wait, is that a D20?
Yes.
Okay,
I think so.
Wait, before we start back up again, is this because your daughter stole them from you, or because I know?
She did. She did.
No, she's like, I like this one.
And I tried to find all of them. I think I did. I don't know. All right. I'm rolling. Okay, perform. What am I doing?
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. So my dexterity is 15 plus 2.
Yeah. So there's a saving throw section on the home
There's like a box right under.
We're gonna put you back in dice timeout. You're gonna be forced to click on the buttons again.
Yes, I got it. It's plus 2.
Plus 2.
10.
So you knock down a book off of a nearby podium, and as you go down to pick it back up, you see it reads Grimoire of the Forbidden Wisp. But before you could grab it, the griffin is going to come by
Left.
and takes it and goes left.
Griffin left. Dragon right. Sorry, it's all I have so far.
Can I use my magical hand to grab it before the griffin grabs it?
He's gonna fight
It
with
wouldn't
a
be able to like
robotic
compete
griffin.
dexterily with that, because by the time you summon the hand and direct it,
Yeah.
you can summon the mage hand for the future.
Okay, I'll summon the mage hand for the future as well.
Great. All right.
Just in case I need to grab anything out of anybody's hands before they grab it.
It's not very lawful good of you.
Dragonborn has now just tossed another thing to the side, and it lands near 7 feet. Do you want to try to make a quick perception check to
Yes.
see if
As a matter of fact, I do.
you can catch it before
Perception?
automaton grabs it? Yeah.
Automatons.
Oh, this is terrible. No, I'm gonna tell you what I got before. That's better. All right, I did get a 5 before. So 5 plus recent perception.
Yeah.
It's only an 8.
Okay, it's a easy check.
Okay.
You read the title to be The Lineage of Elven Kings, and as you do, a centaur automaton comes by and goes middle.
All right, so then 2 of us go left, 1 of us go right, middle.
Who's coming with me?
I go middle. It's just one.
Wait. Does it make sense? I know this seems shocking. Does it make sense for us to all to go together?
I mean, if you want.
You want to go together?
I'm walking, so.
Let's follow Bellith. Bellith usually goes in places.
Splitting
What do you
the
think?
party is always a prelude to some horrible disaster.
It is,
Just
right?
a bad idea.
Like nothing good ever came of any horror movie
Whatever
where
it's-
they.
I know what we should do. We should split up.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like,
So
and then you get picked off one by one.
yes, and then if you split up, always be the last person in the line, right?
In my other campaign, we split up, and half of my party is locked inside of a mansion, and I'm currently drowning in a boat underwater. So clearly, it doesn't work out very well.
Oh, so then either it would be that 4 people are locked in that.
You
Okay.
can all make me an intelligence check real quick before you go.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem.
Right.
I'm gonna put these dice in timeout.
Just straight up intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay, intelligence. And no modifiers.
Well, intelligence. So the top
Oh,
one.
oh, okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, 19.
13.
14.
9.
Okay, everyone but Tree. Sorry. Everyone but Tree. You
to
realize
switch to
that
different bag of dice.
in the scavenger hunt paper, it said to find the Founders Codex, which I would say sounds like a more historical type of text.
It's like the Dewey Decimal System's happening.
Were we paying attention to the
Well,
where
lineage of the Elven
went?
Kings was Schmiddle. So
If it was middle, then we should probably
Yeah.
go middle.
Middle. I like.
sounds good
Oh,
to me.
wise idea. Which apparently Bellith knew from the
I just
get-go.
walked, so yeah.
Was he wearing a red scarf?
As we walk down the middle, it's kind of like a snaking, winding path, very cramped. There's no way, like almost like any of you are gonna go through here without accidentally coming close to knocking things over. So what I'll say is, can we all make a dexterity saving throw right now, and then we'll apply it down the line, because you'll see.
Sorry, Liam, this is a kind of a dumb question.
Yeah.
Left, middle, and right are all within this one building? We're all in, this is in the building still, right? We didn't leave
We're
the
in
library. Okay.
Yep.
It's just a roll. It's not like rolling. It's like just sitting there.
I got
a 9.
Sorry.
got a 16.
And what is it? This is dexterity?
19.
So 16.
19.
Okay, not bad. All right. So you arrive to like after you go through like these winding like corridors and stacks of like different things and maps and scrolls and tomes, you finally arrive to like a cylindrical little outlet, if you will, here, where you see the centaur that picked up the lineage of Elven Kings is like climbing up the stacks and finding a place to put it in like this little cylinder room.
Can we look at where the specific location where he's putting it or trying to put it?
It ends up climbing to the top and just kind of stacks it on top.
Is there no like alphabetical like rhyme or reason to these books?
Make me an investigation check. Anyone else who wants to join me?
Absolutely.
She's like, do I bother?
17.
right?
22.
Wow. 17, not as good as that.
15.
15.
Okay. These books are you all get that these books are when they're not being stacked on top, you see the centaur like just stacked like, because you can see like another book that was next to it that was recently brought here was stacked on top like horizontally, but the rest of the books, once they've been properly shelved, seem to be in alphabetical order,
Like title or
title order.
okay. So I'd look for F.
Awesome. So you look for F and you see a 1.5 foot tall leather burgundy book, really old, and on the spine is the Founders Codex.
Woo.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Is there
Why did we pick F?
founder?
Here's this, by the way.
Do you want to do the intelligence check again or no? Is that good?
Thank you guys.
The author's codex. No, what are we? Wait, so was there a? This is a silly question, but did it come out of? This may not mean anything, but if we're counting books from like left to right, hypothetically, or the shelves down, is it in a certain position or a number of books? From left to right, there's no like. Okay.
You just see it on the shelf.
There
Are
it
we
is,
still
okay.
silenced?
Yep.
Oh, I thought that was just in that room. Like the guy was irritated with us, and
No. As he mentioned, the library is heavily warded to extend his spells.
So we're gonna have to solve something in complete silence.
it's a good thing that we can't hear each other right now.
Okay, I take the book off the shelf.
I'm gonna
Actually, wait, I don't take it off. I point to it first.
Okay.
I want to.
Oh, somebody else takes it off
Can
the
I
shelf.
ready in action to give Bridget a thumbs up?
I knew that was gonna happen. So
Oh, because you're taking it.
yeah, obviously.
Oh God.
Tree grabs it.
I'm gonna get mending ready.
All right, as Tree grabs it, based on the way you roll from the dexterity saving throw, you hear a slight rumble from the corridor you just came out of, and a few flying books come out of it, flapping their pages. They're all roughly the same size as the Founders Codex that you're grabbing. And they're all flapping in the air, and as Tree goes to grab the Founders Codex, it too starts flying in the air.
Does it remind me of like Harry Potter and the keys for some reason?
Please roll for initiative.
We're fighting books.
The books.
I mean, what's worse? Super books.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
4 books in total, including the Founder's Codex.
19.
Ooh. Let's roll the nat 20.
12.
14.
I'm going with last, baby. I got a 2.
Okay, I'm sorry. So who rolled the second highest?
Oh, initiative. Let me see.
19?
I might have a little bit better.
I rolled a 12.
12.
14.
5.
Okay, so okay. All right. So they fly. Unless you're at an angle to it, if a book is like close enough to you and above you, you can't quite tell the color of the spine or see the spine because it's trying to conceal what it is. They're all about the same size.
How many are there?
4, including the Founder's Codex.
There's 4
One
numbers
of the books
on the
stops
first
him in
clue.
air and goes like and
There
gives
are
you like
4
a
of
pointed
us
look.
if we find a lady.
That's true. Yes.
Hello, lady.
Hello, lady.
One of the books
I've been mostly dead all day.
starts flapping wildly and like goes like this and like slams shut, and then after that, Guldor, I need you to make me a hold on one second, a wisdom saving throw.
13.
All right. On a 13, you feel something magically try to affect you, but you successfully resist the magical effect. One of the other books is going to cast by flapping very hurriedly and slamming its book just like the other one. It is going to cast. Give me 1 second here. It is going to cast and throw at Tree a magic stone. And I need you to, you can make me, we're gonna do this a little differently. You can make me a dexterity saving throw here.
Wait, is this for the books or for the other shelved items?
One more time.
Is this for the books or is this for the other shelved items around Tree?
No, for this is for the magic stone.
Okay.
17, 18, 19.
Okay, fantastic. So you are it's a book, right? It's not able to throw a stone well. It can produce a magic stone, but it kind of like and like falls to the floor. Like you barely had to move.
Right.
Like, but like what you saw in your mind's eye, like as you moved, was like you were like Neo from the Matrix. You were like going back, slow motion. Your leaves are flowing in the air. You were like, "Be the leaf," and then
Amazing.
and then you try to say, "Guys, did you see that?" But nothing comes out.
Like you're just excited about it.
And then a third book just starts maneuvering itself around, so it's out of direct eye shot from seeing the spine. And then the last book is going to target 7. 7, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's it. Enough of this. You said reading was good for you.
Oh, does anyone have immune to charmed before?
Oh, maybe me.
Yeah, because if not, then you're just immune.
Hold on a second. Sorry. Is it a feature? What is that considered?
I think it would be in like defenses.
It should be under your saving throws.
Oh, resistance to immunities or vulnerabilities.
Yeah. Oh, it might be a different place on the desktop. But
Oh, maybe that is it.
I know on the app it's usually under the.
Is this alright? Would it be under defenses if it was?
Yeah, I think.
Like
so.
it would be. I don't have anything, right?
Okay. So yeah, make me that wisdom saving throw.
All right,
Thank
wisdom
you.
saving throw. You were good to me. Ooh, you are good to me. Wisdom saving throw. I don't normally announce things like that. 19.
Same thing as Guldor. You feel like something tried to magically affect you, but you resist it. For a moment, like you feel like an urge to move a certain direction, but like you're just like, no, I'm gonna stay where I am.
What direction would I feel that urge?
You would have gone to your right.
It's my right. Cool. Thank you.
That's gonna bring us to Levine, I believe.
Oh, what book number was that? Or what?
That was the 4th book that went in order, but they were all concealing their spines from you.
Oh,
They come
okay.
From above. Yeah.
Okay.
I am going to use a cantrip.
Which one?
Just awe.
I'm going to let you choose.
Word of Radiance.
Words of Radiance. Okay.
And
Yeah, can you read? You want to read that for
I
us?
got it for
Owen?
you.
Thank you.
He's just saying it because we can't talk.
You utter a divine word, and burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage.
Okay.
Just need ferns on the
Yeah. All right. So the book that tried to throw the pebble at you is in range, because you have a 5-foot range on that. So we did something different with that when we did the harpies, but right, it's a 5-foot range. So I will have the book make a Constitution saving throw. It succeeds.
Damn it.
It doesn't take half damage, right? Anything else on your turn? I believe you do have other things you can do. You do have 2. I don't know. You don't have to use them. I'm just saying that you do have 2 things that you can do as a bonus action under your spells. You could also take just another small like interaction type of thing. If you want to use your movement to try to jump, you can.
In between, can I get in between the books? Or am I too far away?
I think you are close enough to. So we're looking for a vertical jump. What's your strength modifier?
My strength is +1.
+1. So you can jump. If you take if you do like a 10 foot like run to it, you can like kind of like run back and then run towards it. You can do a running jump that will get you 4 feet in the air. Or you can try to make an athletics strength check to try to jump higher.
I'll try to jump higher.
All right, so roll me a d20 with your athletics.
Right. Oh, nat 20.
Whoa.
Heck yeah. Tree, you crouch your knees, and you're like, I'm still the mother effing leaf, and you jump into the air, and you grab that book, and you look at its spine, and you see rulers of the agencies.
Ooh.
Okay. So
Rulers of the agencies. Well, he did a really good job writing that in the air.
what color? Can you tell what color it is? Not that that's
Yeah,
gonna help.
he can tell it's blue.
Okay.
Okay.
Because we're looking for like a maroon red one. Is the one that we want.
Okay.
Not that helps.
Not that helps.
But
Do you want to try to like wave it towards the party?
Yeah. I'm waving it.
I just go.
Okay. So
It like tries like flapping your hand and then just like gives up and like deanimates.
so now I am going to can I use my hand, my magic hand, to grab one of the books?
Your mage hand.
Yeah, 'cause it's casted.
Yeah, I'll put it on your initiative. You can. Let me see. Let me bring up mage hand. So you have that as a.
Tree, if you get 2 books in 1 round, I am already impressed with you, but this is going to be double
He would be
impressed.
turning
you
a
did
new
do
leaf.
that. Okay, hang on.
Oh. You know what's fitting about that? Like, as a matter of fact, I do.
Okay. So I just need to read. I forgot about.
Like
I
a
completely forgot about
tree.
mage hand. Okay, let me
Get
see.
outta here.
A spectral floating hand. The hand lasts for the duration until you dismiss it as an action. The hand vanishes if it is ever more than 30 feet away from you. You can use your action to control. You can use your action to control the hand. So you've already used your action.
Good thought though.
Yeah.
I try.
The St. Baldur's Gate 3 where it gets its own turn, unfortunately.
I wish.
Yeah. I mean, so we can homebrew that we do, but then any enemies will be able to do the same.
Right.
If you're fine with that, then we can mage hand its own turn. I'll let you put it to a vote for the table.
I say we mage hand.
I don't
I kinda
know,
like
doesn't
that.
matter to me.
Why don't we keep that rule until we get to our next day, and we can change it again?
And then Liam will forget, and it'll be fine.
99% the likelihood of that is yes. Okay, so mage hand. Its range
like a
is
Jedi tree.
30 feet. So it is definitely in range of another book. It is the book that tried to enchant Guldor. So if you want to try to direct the mage hand to grab it, you can.
Mage hand, go! When I throw it over there like a Pokemon.
All of a sudden, the tree's like, can I throw a Herald?
I'll have a book. It failed its saving throw against that because I'm kind of homebrewing this on the fly here. So do you want it to bring it back to you?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. Come back to me.
It gets 5 feet away from you. It uses its movement.
It gets 5 feet away
No,
from me.
it has 30 feet for the turn, but it's used its movement. So it's right now it's 5 feet away from you. However, you can see, because it's now closed, that it is a green book.
Oh, okay.
Did you see the title or
Do
no?
I see the yeah?
Oh yeah, you can see the tile from there. You know, I don't have to make you make an eyesight check.
Sight check.
Wow, this DM's really a stickler.
Empires of Sand: The History of the Desert Peoples.
Empires of the Sand. All right. And on that,
Not to be confused with dessert people. So in this case, it's
and on
west.
that, my friends, I will rest my turn. End my turn. I mean,
I think that's great. I think that's Levine. Not Levine. Sorry, Orla. Not Levine. Sorry, Orla. Right.
I mean,
Definitely- it's not me.
There's 14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. It wants-
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we're just trying to catch these books at this point, right? Like
gonna put an arrow
that's
through
what we're doing. That's what I don't want to do.
There's two books left.
Okay. Is there one near me? Or like
There's one. What's your strength modifier?
-2?
Acrobatics.
You have to make an athletics check to try to grab one if you're just jumping for it.
What if she did like a dex? What if she did like more of a agile kind of thing, like a you know, a Legolas-y kind of like climb and jump and
I will
flip?
be helpful-ish DM here and be like, you're in the camp's library. Like, it may not be the best idea to like.
Yeah, I'm not
harm the
shooting.
books.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
shooting an arrow at
That's probably true.
You could.
anything. I do have a question though. So with Dreaded Ambusher, it says that I take an additional weapons attack. Could I, like,
Swat at it.
yeah, like if I could, I like swipe at it twice just to like hit it down instead of like try and catch it.
That's under your features and traits.
Yeah, it says additional weapons attack. So I don't know if that means that I have to like.
At the start of your first turn, each combat your walking speed is increased by 10, which lasts until the end of that turn. You take the attack action on that turn. You can make one additional weapon attack.
Right. So would unarmed strike count as a weapon attack? No, right?
Unarmed wouldn't, but
But like if I hit it with like the back half of my sword, like the blunt
I was gonna
end.
say if you want to try to make a non-lethal
Yeah.
attack like you would, then you can try that. No guarantees of like what's going to. Oh, my thing died again. No guarantees. I'm sure you guys can still hear me. No guarantees of what's going to happen to the book, but you can definitely try like a non-lethal blunt, like with the pommel of your dagger or whatever. You can do that.
And if I just try and go grab it, I'm rolling what? Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics, yeah. Athletics.
Can I give her like a
Can
a
it
help
be
action?
acrobatics instead?
Because it is not. If you had gone before and ready that action to help or
Yeah.
use that during, yes, but
Not yet.
Not yet.
Are
okay.
there like ladders or anything that I could like climb up
Good idea.
so that I'm like level with it
Mm-hmm.
instead of trying to jump?
Roll me a d20 luck check.
Why do you throw Harold up in the air?
He rides like a
Look at him.
surfboard. The book eats Harold. That's what he would do. He's been trying to kill my rat
I know.
every time we play.
I was like, who's your friend?
Is it? What is it? What am I doing?
You're making me like a straight d20 luck check.
10.
Okay. I'll say that there's like one like half ladder, so like it reaches like halfway up the shelves, and like that way a tall person could potentially reach to the top and like stock something.
You a tall person.
No. I'm not a tall person. I'm 5'5". That's not short.
No, that's not
Let me
short.
just quickly reread non-lethal intent damage they can declare. They weren't
I just don't want to hurt the book in the library.
I will absolutely say that you can make a non-lethal attack against this because it does have an armor class.
Okay.
And I will say if you do non-lethal intent with like your dagger, like with the pommel,
Yeah.
like you'll like bruise it, but you won't like.
But, like, I'm
do
not gonna
any, like,
damage
yes,
it.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that instead
Yeah.
then.
Okay, great. So one of them is gonna be an unarmed attack, and one of them is gonna be a, or you're gonna do two non-lethal dagger blunt.
Well, I'll do a
things.
non-lethal one first and see what happens.
You can do, yeah, you can do two.
See
yeah,
if I can like
yes,
drop it, because if
yes.
it drops, then I'm
Yep,
not gonna
sure.
hit it again.
Go ahead, roll your. You can roll two d20s if you want to just roll them both now.
Okay, and then do I add anything to it?
You can do like a normal attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like, if I'm using short sword, I would add +5.
Yes.
Okay.
You can always take another book from the library and throw it at the other book.
Yikes. Okay. 13.
13 hits.
Okay.
So, the part we forgot is you need to reach the book.
Oh.
That was my bad.
If I hop on the ladder, the half ladder, will I be able to reach it?
Uh-oh, hop with things.
Okay.
Not hop. That's to climb.
Okay.
I have 40
So,
feet of movement.
Here are your options as far as movement. You can either make an athletics check to jump to hit it. I'll let you get the successful hit because you already rolled for that.
Okay.
Or if you want to go the ladder route,
Okay.
it's going to be a higher DC
Okay.
for athletics, but it's going to look way cooler and I will guarantee the capture.
I'm -2. I guess I'll just try and jump. I don't want to like.
Okay, go for it.
Play it safe here. Oh, oh no.
I rolled a 4, so that's a 2.
So
Like that was a single digit.
Yikes.
so like
Nailed it.
you're like used to like doing like a crouching like bow position and like
Yeah.
you get into that position out of like muscle memory and then you're like, wait, this isn't good for jumping, and then you try to jump from there and you like do like a little like the saddest Mario leap that you can think of.
I get like this far off the
Yeah,
ground.
you get like a couple inches off the ground and like wildly swing your sword.
Okay.
You almost got it, Bridget. Bellith.
I'm like, who's Bridget? Good thing I can't hear you.
Unfortunately, I think you have a bow. It can't be used non-lethally, unfortunately.
Yeah. But can I unarmed strike now and try to do the same thing again, just with an unarmed strike? Because I get 2 attacks.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Back up on the stairs.
Make another athletics check.
Okay.
And you can do another non-lethal short sword if you'd like.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then. Throwing that dice in the garbage though, because that's just.
Maybe Tree could pick you up.
All right, I'm gonna get rid of that one too. That was a 5. So.
Oh no.
Oh no. So same thing happens again. You're like, all right,
Okay.
I'm not gonna go back to my habits, and you go down to the bow crouch position. And you're like,
I'm like, what a moron. Bellith is throwing a temper tantrum in the corner, so that's all that's happening.
Did she like jump on my head and reach up?
who is next in? Unless you have anything else you want to do on your turn.
Guldor
No, I'm throwing a
Firebeard.
temper tantrum.
No problem.
Yeah, that's me.
Did it hit it? The temper
Guldor,
tantrum.
what would you like to do?
So she hit the book, but she doesn't.
No, I didn't hit anything.
She didn't hit anything.
Oh, you
no.
didn't hit anything.
I didn't reach
There's
it.
still 2 more books left, and they're both like
I just rolled
given
an at
distance
20.
and height. We'll say like 20 feet away from you.
So if they're 20 feet away, wait, we're silenced.
You
yes?
are silenced.
So if I'm silenced, that means that I cannot cast spells that have a verbal component.
This
that
is true. This is actually very true. And I should have called that on his Words of Radiance.
correct?
Words. Radiance.
I knew. Yeah. There's more of like a mime of radiance. Oh, it involves
Yeah.
That may have also
but I
done
gotta-
significant damage to the book, though. Because that does 2d8 thunder damage.
Well, I mean, if I wanted to do damage to the book, I could also just start a bonfire with my
And then they
amulet.
go
That
do, do, do,
probably wouldn't go very well either, would it?
You do have a. I assume, and this is true before we started the session, like from last time, I'm assuming your shillelagh would have at least carried over. So you do have your shillelagh active.
Probably, yeah. It probably would. So, well, I
This
do
does have some-
at the very least, I've got a stick.
Yeah.
A long stick,
I've got a
which
stick.
is good for smacking.
That's
into
kind of like his
things.
one defining trait. He should always have that out. Yeah.
The other thing that you can do, is don't forget you can turn into things.
I can. I was looking at things I can turn into, and I can turn into spiders and rats, which is not the most useful thing for catching flying bugs.
You can turn into a giant wolf spider.
That's
I can
amazing.
turn into a giant wolf spider.
I'm
But a giant wolf spider is
speak.
not like giant compared to me. It's like giant compared to a spider, right?
A giant wolf spider would be about the size you are now,
Right.
and it has a speed of 40 and
Same
a climb speed
size,
of 40.
just spider.
Wow.
Pretty big
So
spider.
they shoot webs out? Like little...
Actually, like don't shoot webs. How long would it take me as
4
a wolf
days.
spider to like spin a web?
To spin a web.
So this.
Let me see.
I'm a bard that can't talk.
Don't
It's so
know-
depressing.
Okay, I mean we could do it on the fly. I don't know that the giant wolf spider, when a druid transforms into it, can cast a web. Like if you actually click on the thing, it should bring up like a stat block and all the moves it can do. But if not, I can tell you what it does.
No, let me take a look and see. I got a giant wolf spider. It's got skills, got senses. Spider climb can climb difficult surfaces, including upside down and ceilings. Web sense while in contact with a web.
Guldor the
Knows the exact
Spider-Man.
location. Ignores movement restrictions.
I'll say you definitely have enough movement to cover trying
Yeah.
to jump at that thing.
That's
If you bonus action.
I want to see like Tree pick up the spider and throw it at the book.
It
Don't worry, I'll help you.
Strangely enough, like if I'm already on a web, I can ignore movement restrictions caused by webbing. And I know the exact location of other things on the web, but
There
it
has to
doesn't
be a
actually
web.
say anything about making a web.
That's sad. It's like you
It
know
is
if you
You
had
just
a web.
like hope that there's a web
Yeah.
around.
Like we'd love to give
Right,
you this
it's
job
like,
if you had some
yeah,
experience. We can't
you
give you
know.
an experience.
That'd be cool, but I don't think. Check to make sure there's nothing else here that I'm missing.
Man, that'd be a cool homebrew, wouldn't it?
But I don't think.
Don't you tell me what to do.
That is something we could always add in the future. We'll say.
Sure.
Spider door.
I have a
Spider
poisonous.
door.
I have a poisonous bite. That'd be cool.
Books. Some poor freshman's gonna or new camper's gonna pick up the book and like, what happened to this?
You
Yeah.
can also try to non-lethally bite.
That's true. It would be cool, but I don't.
Like a little gnawing.
I don't know that it's gonna. I don't know that it's really gonna help.
Yeah.
Again, it'll just be. I'll be me-sized. I can climb up walls, but I won't be able to grab onto books or anything like that.
So again, you have plenty of movement where
Yeah.
you could literally just climb up a wall,
Yeah.
easily jump at it, and just all you have to do is succeed on a non-lethal bite, and you'll get it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. How well can he? How well can he? Can he jump? Strength's not bad. Oh yeah, he was 40 feet. Holy crap.
And it can be technically 80 feet if you half of that is vertical, half of that is horizontal.
Right,
technically.
right.
So yeah.
Yeah. What the hell? I'll turn myself into a spider.
Spider
Jump out and
dwarf.
try to-
Spider
Go
dwarf.
try to-
Bonus action.
Go try to bite.
So for the first time in campaign history,
That's right. I'm gonna.
Guldor,
I'm
the
gonna-
druid, transforms into a giant,
giant
wolf
spider.
What does your giant wolf spider form look like? Any certain colors or
Bellith
traits
like
to it?
backs away. And, like,
Does it have an
It's
orange
like-
beard?
He does not have an orange. He does not have
Spider with an orange beard, please, please,
He does
please.
not have an orange beard. I imagine he's gonna be more like mossy colored.
Oh,
Like-
man.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that too, but I secretly wanted to have the beard.
Although the fiery beard would be kind of cool.
The podcast episode picture will have a beard.
Oh man, I know.
All right, so I'll turn into the spider, and I'm gonna like climb up the wall, jump out, and try to bite.
That is terrifyingly cool.
Awesome. So roll a d20 attack like you would normally do the attack. So bite has a +3 to hit.
11.
11 hits.
11 hits.
11 hits.
Hooray!
And we already said you're declaring non-lethal intent.
I am making non-lethal
You
intent.
grab the book, and the book, in your many eyes, you see that it is the Founder's Codex.
Huzzah!
Wait,
thank God.
wait, what color?
It's
What
like
do
burgundy.
you say,
burgundy.
Yes, burgundy.
I like the scarf.
see? This is a good thing I asked.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Campaign. We have so much left to go. See you next time. Campaign is produced by Levine, Orlip, Liam, Bridget, and myself, Michael Height. I edit and mix our show. Our intro voice recording was done by the one and only Coltrane. Music used in this podcast was sourced by Fanatical's 2023 music bundle featuring Dark Fantasy Studio. If you like Campaign, we hope you'll consider going to our show notes and supporting the show. Doing so helps us put out more shows just like this one. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.